the sixth video in our learning series. It's going to be super quick. It's about operations and scheduling. Operations are how Make monitors use, and you are billed based on an operation limit. So each automation has a certain number of operations that it uses every single time it runs. And scheduling, we'll talk about, but it is what it sounds like. My name is Zaria, and I'm the founder of Chain Solutions, an AI automation agency. Basically, what we do is help businesses get ahead by getting rid of the most strenuous administrative tasks and replacing them with automations that get everything done for you. Let's briefly cover these two topics.
In introduction, let's move into the actual information. One operation is consumed for each action performed by a module. Now, it's important to note that I said action here, not output. So just because your module returns 35 bundles, that does not mean that 35 bundles were consumed. If you're using a search or get type of action module, only one operation is typically going to be consumed because you're only looking for the information once. It doesn't matter how much information you actually return, you only did one thing. On the other hand, if you want to send out an email for each client that you pull from a CRM, each of those is going to be an action because you're sending out 5 different emails. That's 5 different actions, as opposed to just looking and finding 5 different things. Make's native tools do not consume operations, so things like the rollback, routers, filters, none of those consume operations. They're just part of your system. Scheduling allows you to control the time and frequency of each scenario in automation. It's literally exactly what it sounds like. It's just scheduling. You can schedule weekly, daily, by date, at a specific time every day, so like 4 p.m. every day, or on demand, so just anytime you click it, like how I do when I'm demonstrating all of these automations, or you can have it run instantly when data is received if you're using an instant trigger like a webhook. I just ran a system for the last episode where we use the filter, and you'll see here, each of these modules has a little thought bubble next to it. That represents how many operations were consumed by each module, and I'm going to go through and explain each of them to you. This first one, you can see here, this was a search rows module, excuse me. That one operation was searching the rows. The router didn't consume anything, the filter didn't consume anything, and this sent out 2 contracts because 2 bundles of information were sent through the filter, so 2 operations were consumed. On the other hand, all 3 pieces of data were sent through the Google Doc because there was a filter there, so 3 lines of text were added to the Google Doc, thus 3 operations were consumed. Now, Make runs sort of on a per use basis, so once you are in the higher teams or higher tiers, you get many more operations. I think free is like 100 operations a month, so as soon as you actually start doing anything, you're going to run out of operations pretty quick. I think the basic plan is 10,000 operations a month. That's the only reason why it's particularly relevant. You just want to be mindful of how many operations you're consuming because there are multiple ways to accomplish the same thing within automations. It just kind of depends on how you set them up. So the way that you're getting something done may not always be the most efficient way and might not be the most considerate of the operations that you're consuming at any given time. As far as scheduling goes, everything to control scheduling is right down here. You can see at this setting, you can have a variety of different frequencies, everything that I just talked about here, and then you can specify the value. You can also run for a specific time. So if I want to run every 15 minutes, but only from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, you can set that up here. So this is a super, super dynamic system as far as scheduling. There are absolutely no limitations there. I hope this all was helpful to you and relevant as you are learning how to put together these automations. If you are looking to automate your business and revolutionize your workflow, click the link below and book a consultation with our team.